All right. So they're still trickling people in, but I think we're going to get up to probably 150 max. So.
Nice.
Because they've got 144, we got the 2 up here, and then Dream just connected, so there might just be a few more that trickle in, but we'll have to see how things go.
Well, it's capped at 144, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah.
I see. Well, that's bad, because they didn't consider us 2 in the couch then.
I guess not.
Oh, well, you're on the server, right?
Yep.
Oof. Wait, no, that's a good oof. Never mind.
Oof.
Oof. Wait.
Yes, fuck
Ron,
that.
oof. All right.
Oh, but you heard me about the magnified optics?
Yeah, I added that to the command. This will be a magnified optics scenario. That's pretty exciting.
Yep, so the new update 2.1, it allows us to have magnified optics. We were allowed to have them before. I mean, they were in the template, but we weren't allowed to have them. You get what I mean? Like allowed to use them.
Yeah.
Now we are. So for certain maps, we have to get approval, but we can now have magnified optics enabled for players.
That's nice.
Would have been really useful on my airfield mission I had.
Yeah. I'm going to run the prediction when we
Sure.
actually get pushed in.
Scandy's already in blue.
Of course they are. Yeah, we'll be moved there any moment. I'll run it now. I gave him 20 minutes. But 15% of about 144.
That's a good number, man.
That's 3/4 of 15.
Yeah, that's like 23, 24
So that's
players.
like... No, 15% would be like 12. 10 to 12, actually. Which is still like a full squad extra, you know? That's pretty significant.
Yeah. Sorry, I was thinking of 100 players on one team for some reason.
Yeah, I know you good. One of these days, right? Probably when Arma 4 comes out.
God, that'll be fucking insane.
But they're saying it's of the total, so it's about 21. I thought it would be based off of side, but either way, an extra like 10 to 20 players on one side, that's going to be massive. If the server can even handle it, but I guess we'll find out today. Hey, Warsage, thanks, man. The Carbit Bomb's pretty fun. We're going to do some more Mike Force Saturday night, which is tomorrow after Paper Pain.
15% was total players, but...
Yeah. I'm sure they'll figure it out. I mean, we've got 79 on Blue 4, 61 on Op 4 right now. Let me lower the number slightly, because it's 145, because they have it capped at 144.
So it's 80 versus 61. Holy shit.
This is going to be messy, man. Especially considering the offensive side has a lot more M2s at their disposal. Like a 3-to-1 ratio of anti-material machine guns. This will be an interesting one.
Nemesis with the cryptic fucking title.
Oh shit, let me turn T-Far off. Oh, Maz got T-Far. Where will you be when T-Far strikes? All right, so it's a twin defense objective. 80 people to come along this narrow terrain, though. That is about a click and a half wide.
Awesome.
This is going to be a messy one. Because Op 4 with 60 players will have the resources to make a battle line. You know what I mean?
Yeah, from Levati or whatever to the island over there to the west.
Yeah. So I don't think they can see what I draw on Spectator, but yeah, an entire battle line right there. I mean, with 80 dudes to move up either MSR, like...
And they have that
that's...
in the middle.
Yeah, and Op 4, like, they don't spawn with that. They can rush up here, but even then, they can just have 2 PK trucks ready to go. Form a defensive line up there just to scout things out.
Yeah.
This AO is going to be a meat grinder.
They spawn technically on it, just 100 meters away from where they would want to be.
They're only a little under 2 clicks apart, actually, too. That does not give Op4 a lot of time to deploy outside of their AO here. Oh, Tfar just ate him again. Anyway, guys, how are you all? Anyway, I'll include you in my intro, Mads. Anyway, how is everyone doing? Oh, Mads just got eaten again. Wee woo here. Mads is co-commentating with me. You go to Tools, Add-ons, and you disable the add-on. Oh, he just got eaten again. So anyway, this is going to be about 145 to 150 players of FNF. They might increase it a little more, but we have to see if the server can even handle this many players here. But I am not seeing any desync on the players here, so we might actually be able to get away with this. Looks like the server's able to handle it, so this is going to be about 150, 145 today. It's going to be a cool one. Give me 1 second, because Maz is having tech difficulties. Add-ons. Okay, no, it's Tools, Add-ons, Able the plugin now. That's funny. But this is probably this is the biggest FNF operation that we've ever seen at about 150, and I hope it does well because I want to see this continue on in the future. You're welcome, Maz. But I mean, this is probably the biggest FNF event that they've had so far, because normally on EU they split into 2 servers. But because, ironically, they've had less people showing up for those events, because normally, like, 150, 160 people show up, so they can have a comfortable, like, 70 to 80 player operation, which Maz and I loathe, because it would mean the ops were less graphic. Now, with only, like, 140 people coming, 150, they can just fit everyone on one server, so this is a bit of a test run. We are going to see a few disconnects here. My one fear is when people that are getting disconnected reconnect, it might cause some server issues, but there's only 2 people that got disconnected. They got 13 minutes to come back in. They should be fine. But I mean, this is going to be a cool operation. We might see a little bit of desync here and there, but I think it's workable because we're seeing them all move around just fine. Nemesis is walking around, just making sure there's no massive desync spikes. I'm not seeing them. So
do you
server
see that known character in Blue 4?
Yeah, so that was just a glitched out guy that spawned in. So them saying Blue 4 is looking good.
He's doing a little dance, you see that?
Yeah, right? I think he got disconnected as his character was moving around, just his kit never loaded. So, I mean, this is looking good for the amount of players here. We're probably going to have a few disconnects along the way, but this will be nice. But anyway, today is it's the first round for EU, so the operation is going to be a Blue 4 attack on 2 Op 4 objectives. So Blue 4 is what I like to call the vanilla standard for FNF. They are the Marine Marpat Woodland, which you see time and time again on Blue 4 here. So M4 rifles, M249s for the auto rifleman. Machine gunners get the M240 Bravo. Marksman gets the Mark 11. The MAT, medium anti-tank weapon, is going to be a... Why do I want to say small? It's a Carl Gustav, my bad. And the light anti-tank weapon is a disposable M79 launcher. Is it M72? I think it's M72.
M72, yep.
M72,
so
that is
this is
it.
our typical, vanilla Marpat Woodland guys. That
For
yeah,
Blue 4, that is. Yep. But otherwise, the vehicles they get a 1117. They got some transport quad bikes for recon. They have an M2 transport truck, which is the 1158 or something. It's the last one on the mission command.
Yep. It's armored, up armored.
Yep. And they have a armored SOCOM Humvee with a 240 in the rear, and then an M2 and a 240. So that guy's got 2 guns to work with. And they have another 240 Bravo with a canopy in the back.
Fun fact about that SOCOM one, the turret gunner, how he has access to the M240 and the M2, you can actually have 2 guys crewing it at the same time.
At the same time. That's similar to how the GAZ for Op4 works. If they were to ever have the GMG, you can crew the GMG and the PK at the same time as well.
Yeah, you fight over, like, the direction you're looking.
But otherwise, they do have an unarmed UH-60. I thought that was a Huey, but I won't change that for the command. It's fine. So either way, it's unarmored, but it'll allow them to transport a squad here. Notable names on Blue 4's side, first and foremost, the person commanding is Pierce, a veteran of FNF, so we'll see him do really well. I see members of Scandi Recon in Blue 4 as well. We see Azariah, a.k.a. Lone Survivor of Us. We've got ML on Blue 4, 1RW, Lusode's group, which no, it's not PS, it's a different group, but his group of players is, I think it's Fatal Puppies is Emzakov's group. But either way, they're pretty good players. We saw them do really well in Titans. We got TAS on this side. Some more names for Scandi Recon here. We have UPSC taking part. Kane is with Flux, G-Legs, Charles, a new name. But they've got Novix, Rose. Guy Fieri is a fan favorite. And we've got TSB with Ghoster, a.k.a. Boston, who sometimes co-commentates with us. But otherwise, this is...
Server's taking a shit, I think.
Oh, is it?
Are you rubber banding?
Yeah, it just started rubber. See, that's because people are starting to reconnect. I had a feeling it would do that. It's as soon as the people started reconnecting, but after they get connected in, the server will calm down.
Hope so.
See, as you can see, it's already, like, the rubber banding's a lot less now. But it's starting to go back up and down. It's as people get sorted.
Yeah, Argo keeps joining in and losing connection.
Yeah, that's the issue. Is that every time he tries that, it keeps making the server worse. That's the one issue. But I think this will still be playable for the most part. It's just they have to lock the server, and they don't remember to do that. But otherwise, looking at Op4 here, it is the vanilla Op4 faction that we see, the Russian EMR guys. And they have 2 Gazes with PKPs. They have 2 unarmed Gazes as well, and a BTR-80 and multiple transport trucks. On their side, they're being led by the Mighty Sardine, which... Have you seen Mighty Sardine lead at all? I don't have any information on him specifically.
I don't know that name very well. I've heard it.
Newer guy. I haven't even heard of it, so that's an interesting choice right there. We got Emzakov's group with the Czechs and Fatal Puppy Squad and X-Ray. Fred, who doesn't represent... No, it's Olaf that does. Fred is still representing FK, if I recall correctly. We have the 29th ID taking one of the larger groups. We got Martin and the FNF staff also in here. Broken, like some of these names I recognize, Mischief, for example, I just don't remember what group they represent, and then 4IB taking up the final squad along the rear. So, yeah, overall, not a bad roster there. Larry, thanks for the 9-month resub at Tier 3. I hope you keep enjoying everything. Always a pleasure to have you, and I hope you get a kick out of these 144 guys killing each other.
So you want to go over Op4?
I think I just did.
Oh, did you?
I mean, I was just vanilla. I mean, a quick touch up there. 545 guys. Everyone gets magnified optics, so you're going to see a lot of PSOs and those PS1 whatever scopes with the the big dome on the top. That's like a 4 times magnification. Yep. But 545s are what are their RPG 29s? Were the single shot disposables for the Op4 side? I forgot the designation.
Yeah, I think that's correct.
Yeah, something like that. Their mat weapon's going to be... RPG-32 is the mat team weapon, the medium anti-tank that's reloadable.
Yeah, I don't know what the stick is called.
But the stick is basically just a Russian version of it. And their machine gunners are going to be 7.62 based, as well as the auto rifleman, PKMs, PKPs. But the PKM, one of the big advantages, though, is even though the PKM has 7.62 compared to the M249, the PKM cannot have a magnified optic put on it. So that is an additional advantage that goes to Blue 4 to kind of counter the caliber advantage that the Op4 machine gunners have. Or I guess technically auto riflemen, because the machine gunners have the PKP, and they can put magnified optics on those weapons.
So if you want to know a little secret, go to where PSC Nielsen is for Op4.
Mm-hmm.
To the east.
Where is he?
Objective.
East.
He's an engineer.
All right, yep. And he appears to be potentially planting stuff.
He already did. So if you go to the tree to his northeast,
yep,
near the pier, there's a little thing right next to it.
There is a, satchel block. So FNF is also running some new framework now where instead of 2 satchel charges, the engineers can either take 2 satchel charges, 4 det blocks, or is it 5 det blocks?
It's 4.
Yeah, so 4 smaller det blocks, 2 bigger satchels, or a mixture of tripwire mines and tripwire flare mines.
There's 3 actually, or 4, excuse me. There's 4 sticks, 2 satchels, 2 AT mines, and then a choice between, or well, actually, it's not choice. You get both. 2 AP anti-personnel mines and 2 flare mines. So you can either focus on for the mines. You can either focus on tanks, which you get 2, or you focus on flares and anti-personnel.
I like how there is that level of specialization that
nice.
the groups have there. We are still seeing a little bit of rubber banding, but that'll calm down when the round actually begins because people will stop trying to reconnect.
Yeah.
All right, but otherwise, let's go ahead and look at objectives. So the first OPFOR objective by their spawn, it is, first and foremost, we should explain, with this being a destroy objective, it is more than likely going to be 2 ammo caches. Let me just verify that real quick. The eastern one's an ammo cache, and the western one's an ammo cache. So Blue 4 sees these black circles on the map, so they know the ammo cache is somewhere in that area. Only Op4 and us as spectators see this little red marker where it specifically is. So
it also tells them what they have to destroy too in a little marker.
So
we can't see that.
Right. What Blue 4 has to do once they get into the AO is actually look in the black circled area and find where this cache is. And if it's going to be different than a cache, then they're told about it in brief. And yes, this is 1 life. There's 3 rounds for the EU branch, and then we take an hour break, and then we do the NA branch. And with this many people, I think this is going to be a real treat. What I am liking, though, is I am seeing the rubber banding starting to slow down. It's still there, but that's because people are constantly connecting and reconnecting. So
yeah,
that'll get
and it
sorted.
looks like Op4 is actually fortifying that objective we were just talking about.
Yep, they are putting some bunkers and some HESCO barriers along the MSR towards where Blue 4 spawning. That is a good call. Driving off-road on this map is bad. It sucks, in all honesty. So I can understand where the fortifications along that MSR are going to be, but they're only really focusing on guarding the actual MSR here. They're not really taking any time to try to fortify the other side of it, so I could see Blue 4 flanking around that objective. But looking at the other cache site...
Yep, it's like a little campground or
yeah, it's a little garage
area.
The cache itself is in a garage, but I mean, I could see Op4 fortifying this area pretty well, but with this much players down, this many players, and the fact that Blue 4 has like a 19-person advantage with that 15% marker, I think Op4 is going to have to be very retroactive and just doing a lot of counterattacking. We're already seeing Charlie 2 set up on the southernmost part of their spawn area, ready to push out. The BTR is also on a good overwatch point, ready to push out. We got some guys in a Gaz ready to push out. I think we're going to see Op4 try to push down to these MSRs. You see where these 2 T intersections are, kind of in the no man's land?
Yeah.
I think they're going to try to push out and defend those. If not, they're going to push down to the top of the hill in the middle of no man's land with all the rocks on it and try to hold it with AT, because that'll give them a lot of overwatch.
I was just about to say, that's their MAT team.
Yep, the MAT team, the gunner itself for the medium anti-tank weapon, he was actually by the Gaz just talking with it. So I think he's going to be, yep, he did just get in the Gaz. They're going to probably try to drive up, hit Blue 4 as they're in transit, and then pull back and see if they can nab some free kills. Because if you're able to neutralize like an entire squad worth of guys, I don't think I've seen a mission yet where the side that was able to do that early on has lost, even if they were defenders. One of my favorite ones to quote was a Blue 4 versus Op4, where Blue 4 was defending on one of these snowy maps. It was Halama Winter. And the 1117 drove up and literally massacred an entire squad of dudes in a transport truck.
Oof.
And the only reason the defenders won is because they exhausted Op4's additional reserves before the match even like really got going. So that's gonna be good to see. Yeah.
Out of these 2 objectives, what do you think about them?
I think the objectives themselves would be good for any standard FNF match. The issue with the large amount of players here in Blue 4 having that 19-person advantage is But Op 4 cannot afford to just hold the objectives themselves because they're going to get overwhelmed, especially if Blue 4 realizes that because they have an aircraft and they can scout. They could just steamroll one objective after the other, and there simply is not the room here for Op 4 to have like 61 dudes defending a single objective to do an all eggs in one basket approach, simply because Sasari is just a tight peninsula. So I like that we're going to see Op 4 potentially try to do some counterattacking early on to slow Blue 4 coming in. What was that explosion?
They tried to blow up the cabin at the second objective, I think.
Ah, I see.
Or, oh no, they might have set up a tripwire, and I think one of them...
Yeah, I think that was a tripwire mine going off because it's the sound effect, but either way, I'm not seeing any more rubber... Okay, a little bit of rubber banding, but that's fine. We just got to make sure that Blue 4's convoys have adequate spacing then, so the rubber band doesn't hurt them. But with the speed of the trucks on these dirt-style roads, it's going to force them to be slow anyway. But regardless, I think the AOs are good, but Op 4 is going to have to do more than just simple defending. They're going to have to get some early kicks in, and they're going to have to really trade up.
You did your betting, right?
Yeah. We still have a minute left. It's 31.6K for Blue 4 and 21.6K for Op 4. And based off of the numbers advantage alone, I do kind of agree with that. Blue 4, anytime I see them get a 1117, that asset is probably the most powerful asset in all of FNF, in my opinion. Like, that you see on, like, a week-to-week basis. Because it's mobile, it's got a lot of 50 cal ammo. Oh, no.
Yeah, we're having a massive...
No, it was fine. It was fine. No. Oh, that hurts.
That does hurt. That was like, what, 3 or... No.
Oh.
I just got kicked too.
Yep, it is all disappointment.
No.
It was all disappointment.
Rip.
I don't know, like, their server's weird, because I've been in 150-person ops before, you know? Like, I just...
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. Like, I honestly don't know. I'm gonna refund the points, don't worry. That's a shame. That is honestly a shame. Now, is there any way I can just avoid it outright without going on to... Yep, delete and return points. Cool. Sorry about that, guys. I mean, we'll have to see how they adjust then.
Yeah. Hopefully we can still get in.
Yeah, right? Kick the streamers out. Let's go. I can have the entire day off. How unfortunate. Everyone got kicked off, unfortunately. Their server just said no. See, what's weird is there was already a bunch of people moving around in pre-start, so having all of them get kicked out early on when the vehicles were moving, when less stuff was moving itself in terms of assets.
They might have to go back to 2 servers.
Like, it doesn't make any... Like, for what all I know of for Arma 3, if you have multiple units moving around individually, that's when the server has issues. But this was everyone moved around and got in VIX. So the amount of moving assets tracked on the server would be less. So why did that crash it then? You know, it's weird.
I'm willing to bet it's their server provider.
Yeah, that would probably be it. Something like a bandwidth restriction on their server provider. That would make a lot of sense, actually. It's still weird.
Yeah, it is. I mean, why provide it if you can't handle it?
Yeah. So it looks like they're going to get it down to 124. They just kicked all the solo players out, so that got them to 115.
Rip.
It's okay. I mean, it's always good to try, in my opinion, but, you know, damn.
Yeah. I feel bad for those guys, though.
Yeah.
Hopefully they can come back and join NA, but I know a lot of them, you know, they're EU, and it's fucking 3 o'clock in the morning for them.
Oh, well, nobody knows what I've been saying. Shit happens. But nonetheless, guys, thank you for dropping by today. I hope you keep enjoying these operations, and we'll get everything up and running again ASAP. All right, cool. I think they're probably going to take it back to 124 and just run 124 today, because they don't have the numbers to split the server today.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Not too big of a deal.
All right, I don't need your sass today. What's that? Please refrain. Alright, so I'm gonna quickly just give a recent tab here. Let's see if they're changing the maximum on the server.
Yeah, they did.
Yep, alright. Let me put the BRB thing back up.
Looks like you can join.
Yep. Alright, so we're just gonna restart this, and let's just take it back to 124, and I will go ahead and switch up the commands.
Yeah, I'll be right back too.
Yep, take your time. Their mod pack is very light for what it is, so I think it's just their network. It's either their server provider or their framework that, like, you know, the scripts that run in the beginning, because I know of other communities that have run up to like 144 player PvP things, and there weren't any issues with it. There was, like, you know, some minor desync here and there, but they also had their own, like, scripted packages that would run it, so I don't know, just happens. Yeah. Collaboration in Arma is actually pretty rare, though, because a lot of people like to be defensive about their settings and petty about that sort of thing, unfortunately. But it happens. That's A-okay. I'll change up the music here. Let's do something else. Actually, I'm kind of liking this one. We'll keep this one going. Welcome back. You back on the server?
Yep.
Cool. So I think we're just going to keep it a one server, cap it at 124, and we'll probably just run the same first round and continue as is, which means we'll have less time in between the NA and EU branch, but that's fine.
Yeah.
Cooperation in Arma is about as likely as cats cooperating.
Yep, pretty much.
I mean, commanding is like herding cats, so it all works out. But I think they just had a wave connect as well, because some people are saying last wave of people connecting now, so they probably just did it by community. Just to make sure it didn't swarm the server.
They do it is they do it by community, and then once all the communities who have RSVP'd or slotted, they then get Centaur in, which are all the solo players.
Yeah. So 57 to 38, I think they're going to buff Op4 a little bit, because, I mean, 15%, it's going to be about, like, 14... No, about 16 to 7... about 18. Wait, no, 124... A fifth of 15 would be 3, so they still need 18 players on one side or the other, which actually mathematically No, they're about right. It's a little high, but that is about right. Still, that's going to get messy. 57 to 39. Oh, there we go. Okay, they're buffing the number up a little bit.
Yeah, that looks more even now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now that's back
Hey,
down
CW, let's go in A-okay.
Ideas on the objectives now.
So with less players, it works two ways. But I think Op4 can now afford to be a little more defensive because now they don't have as many units to send on direct counterattacks.
Yeah. I agree. So if I was Op4, I'd do a, kind of like a light defense, or not a light defense, but how do I put it, like a more stretched out, spread out defense on the western objective, and a more hard cover, like hard defenses on the eastern one.
Really, for Op4, it's going to be all about how can they bottleneck Blue 4 and force them into fatal funnels.
Yep.
Because if Blue 4 is allowed to encircle an objective, I think Op4 is going to be out at that point.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We'll have to see how things go.
Yeah.
Alpha, we just tried doing 150 players. It didn't work. Server crashed, so they're resetting it back to their previous maximum at 124. And we're still going to redo the same first round. So I will actually... Let's redo the prediction here. Same exact settings. I'll set it to 20 minutes, and we can rebet. Oh, wow, because I canceled that one. All right, 1 second. It's making me redo the entire thing. And this is... Why did it make me redo it? God damn it. I clicked the wrong thing, it makes me redo it again. Alright, cool. Alright. So, predictions back up. Most of the players are going to still be in the same slots here. So, we still have Pierce commanding. Who's commanding? Mighty Sardine still commanding Op4. Pierce still has people like Mapnura. So, TSB taking Recon there. Aim at the Stars with Lusaud's group. I would assume Scandi, Recon, UPSC are still going to be in here. We see both of them. All of that. That is nice. Then Op4 is still going to have a lot of wild cards here, but I think we're not going to see the 29th ID in there. Yeah, because they're going to be moved to NA. They're just one of the groups that are going to be moved to the... because they normally play in NA. Because they have to take, what was 144 and condense it down to 124, meaning they got to, give 20 players the boot, fortunately. Now we just wait. So, how was everyone's day today? I personally spent the day with Bloodwayne looking at furniture, getting our budget down with that. And then we had lunch, and now we're back here to cover FNF. Looks like they just let the last wave of people come in from solo players, so whoever gets in, gets in.
Yep.
So we'll see final numbers in a second. How are the teams balanced for this? They usually just have a number advantage for the attacker, but, so anywhere from 10 to 20%.
In round 3, I might hop in and play a little bit with SL Dream.
Yeah, that's fair. You got to go kill Scandi Recon, right?
Yeah, or play with them, one of the two.
Uh-huh.
I'll probably get my ass handed to me. I suck at Arma.
Nah, it's fine. I suck at PvP too. It's not quick as I used to be, you know?
Yeah. I'm like good in every other FPS I play. Well, good to an extent.
Right?
But like Arma, it's just, oh, something's different about it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Tootie, procrastination gets everybody. Don't you worry. Alright, so there we go. Yeah, who doesn't procrastination bite? Exactly. Alright. Sorry, now Bloodwind's texting me about a bunch of stuff as well. Alright, we'll get this round started in a second. Studying for finals? Ouch. I do not miss college one bit in that aspect. Got that paper. It is still in an envelope under some boxes, and I may open it one day if I ever need it. Otherwise, it's going to stay in there. I do not need that shit. Love how we have Fred, and then someone named Freddy gets disconnected. There can only be one real Fred. Hey, Redo Alpha Blake. The thing is, these days, for how YouTube works, I'm not surprised anymore if YouTubers aren't also on Twitch, because YouTube will favor you to high hell if you use their streaming service in terms of the algorithm. So I'm not surprised that I am starting to see like a rise in some YouTubers that are just turning their backs on Twitch and sticking with YouTube. But both, in my opinion, are abusive parties. Just whichever one you feel is going to abuse you less, you know? Fred v. Fred, 1v1. See how it goes. They're just reorganizing after condensing things down, so we'll hopefully see this round start in a bit. 14-player number advantage on Blue 4. It's going to be a very messy one. Yes, you can stream on both simultaneously, but if you're a partner on Twitch, you're not allowed to stream on YouTube, or otherwise they void your partnership. And some cases will even ban you from the platform entirely, or at least your account. So, sucks. If that thing wasn't there, I'd stream on both at the same time, don't get me wrong. Let the Fred Wars begin. Alright, I think they're still going to have the full 15-minute breakdown, but, I mean,
Yeah.
here and again, right? I don't think either side was able to see each other's opening strategy, so...
You want to do it
should
again
still be okay.
For the VOD?
Yeah, I guess for the VOD's sake, but we'll just lightning through it, alright?
Alright, sure, I'll go for Blue 4 real quick.
Alright, go ahead.
Alright, Marpat Woodland, NATO rounds, so like M4 platforms. They have a M1117, 2 ATVs, 3 up-armored transport trucks unarmed, one up-armored transport truck armed, a M2 Humvee with canopy, a M2 SOCOM Humvee with 2 M240s on it.
It's a 240 Humvee with the canopy, not an M2.
Oh, my bad.
All good.
Yeah, M240. 2 up-armored Humvees, and that is all for their assets and loadouts. Carl Gustav, and what was the marksman rifle?
Mark 11.
Mark 11, there you go. The leader of Blue 4 is... Pierce. Yep. So he's now leading his Platoon 1 HQ instead of company as well.
Company command, that makes sense.
Alright, you want to go over Op 4?
Op 4 is your standard vanilla in terms of FNF. They are Op 4 EMR with 5.45 rifles. They have an RPG, I think it's 26 actually, for the light anti-tank.
That is right.
29 something different, but RPG-32 for the medium anti-tank weapon. They've got PKMs, PKPs. Both are going to be 7.62 machine guns. However, one advantage that Blue 4 now has, based off of this scenario, is that both sides are allowed to take magnified optics. So Blue 4, you're going to see a lot of ACOGs and whatnot. Op 4, you're probably going to see a lot of PSO scopes and this other one type of scope, which I can never pronounce properly. But the PKMs you cannot put magnified optics on, but for the 249s, for Blue 4, you can put magnified optics on. So it'll be an interesting call in how all of that works.
I don't think you can put any optics on the PKMs.
Nope, none, period.
Yep. You go over their assets, right?
Op 4 has multiple transport trucks, 2 unarmored gas transports, 2 armed gas transports with PKPs, and a BTR-80, but most of that has already been deployed.
Yep, because they know where they want to take it. And the caches themselves, the eastern one where they spawn at, it's a little cache inside of a little shed.
Yep, for the one by their base towards the east.
Yep, got some water on the east and a lot of woods around it.
Mm-hmm.
With a, is this an MSR or SSR? Yeah, it's an MSR.
Technically, it would be an MSR because there's no bigger road, but that road that goes east to west between those two MSRs, that would be an SSR.
Yep.
Considering the AO.
The western objective is a small, I don't know what you call this, like garage depot.
Mm-hmm. So they just verified that both sides were good. Now they're making it a 5-minute safe start, so 4 minutes left. But
nice.
I think they might just abandon that one entirely based off what I'm seeing. I think we're seeing Wheaton and Arcor from Gamma 1 potentially come up here, but with the smaller numbers, I still don't think an all eggs in one basket idea is the best, but we'll just have to see how Charlie and X-Ray do in the opening rounds to whittle down Blue Force force.
Yep. Honestly,
where can you start streaming?
Twitch
or YouTube are both pretty
their
friendly,
former
but
defenses completely yet.
Getting all the settings right is the difficult part.
They put the bunker down, but they've really hasn't put anything else in like a single HESCO barrier.
We're seeing more people mount up in trucks and move out. They moved the HESCOs more to the southwest, and now they have a few guys on the southeast. Just setting up here, but with no attachments or whatnot. I'm going to check that tree where that explosive trap was earlier. It was not reset. Okay. We'll just have to see how things go.
Yeah, who was that played?
So I do have a YouTube channel called Liru's VODS where I put all the VODs. Everything I stream goes up there within 24 to 48 hours. Because A, Twitch doesn't let you keep the VODs for more than 6 weeks, and B, Twitch can ban you for VODs.
It was Nielsen, wasn't it?
Long story. Happened to me. Pain in the ass.
Yeah, it was Nielsen. And he's on the western side now.
Gotcha.
Looks like he's running around placing them.
So it looks like Op4 is sending a truck over to the other AO. I think with this number, defending both AOs at once is a good call, but even with less people to throw, I would still recommend at least sending Charlie 2 up to one of those 2 T intersections and trying to intercept convoys.
Yeah.
Well, Alpha, some are throws, but I hope you keep enjoying them nonetheless. We published Minecraft today. That was pretty fun. The UH-60 does not have guns.
I don't know. This is a tricky AO now.
I think Blue 4 still has the numbers to steamroll either side. It's just Op 4. Now, if they do a counterattack, it's going to be much more devastating to Blue 4 if they get caught in one early on. But Blue 4, you got to consider both sides have less people to micromanage now, which is also a big plus because there's a lot of times in FNF that we don't see from the streamer POV, but people have told me that, you know, some squads literally go off the rails and completely stop following orders and do their own thing, and it becomes a really big detriment.
Yeah,
so,
I think that's even against the rules.
Yeah, but that's one that's still kind of loosely, you know, skated around and shit, unfortunately. Yeah. I just realized with the shortened prediction time, people are probably going to be able to put predictions down later while the round's already started, so Little bit of leeway, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Scandi is on Blue 4 along with UPSE, so if you want to bet on the fact that the more powerful players are on one side, feel free. But I know Scandi does well in this terrain. UPSE, I don't think we've seen them on Susari, so I can't say. Yeah, Don, end the submission in 2 minutes when the round begins, if you can.
What's the guy's name? Don?
Don's one of my moderators, just for
what the hell?
just for the prediction.
Mafioso guys working for you?
Well, she's part-time.
Otherwise,
we have the Hesco barriers that have been reset on everything. Geez, Cecilia. Oh God, that's funny. You might not be wrong. All right, even funnier. All right, I don't want to get a hit on Maz. Come on, don't get me shot. Blocks. Have you seen what Stark's doing? He's in the gas turned out with the launcher. That's gonna be great. I'm gonna watch that. Dude, he'll just drive up, snipe a vehicle, and then pull away when he turns in. That's gonna be hilarious. Because RPG 32 will one-tap, I think, any vehicle that Blue 4 has minus the Humvees. But the 1117 will get one-tapped by an RPG 32 rocket. Humvees will definitely get disabled, and it will kill people inside. The trucks, it will disable them, but it'll kill a lot of people inside. The UH-60, though, will get one-tapped by an RPG 32, so...
Oh, here we go.
Round has begun. Don, if you can end it early, please do.
This time, no crash.
Hey... Well, it didn't crash immediately the other time either. It was very sporadic, but... Not sporadic. Well, it's the opposite of sporadic. It was sudden. That's it.
Definitely not rubber banding this time.
Yeah, that's good. So Blue 4 is just going to mass convoy in.
Yeah, with the transport in the front, that's kind of questionable. Fisher with his slow ass.
Not good front security on that convoy. That's a perfect target for the Gaz, but the Gaz, I think they were thinking that Blue 4 was going to play this a little more tactically, so it might be completely out of position here. And the UH-60 is flying above to try to do route recon. No, it's landing on the side to deploy platoon HQ elements with the UPSE members. That's a weird call.
They went like a kilometer.
That's a really weird call. Like, why would you, if the vehicles are going to drive past, that makes absolutely no sense to me. But this means Blue 4 is probably going to dismount around right here. Yeah, but it's a little too late, unfortunately.
Is it? I don't know.
No, I mean, Blue 4 is going to start dismounting now, but I think Op 4 is going to be a little more patient in moving.
Yeah, man, they stopped right before that T intersection. If Charlie 2 would have kept going, they could have caught him.
No, I don't think there would have been enough time. They would have gotten gunned down because Bravo 1 was already dismounting by the time Charlie 2 was coming down there. What that Vic could do, though, is it could try to find a flank on the 1117 or one of the armed Humvees as this group is moving by and snipe it from the side and then pull out. I could see that happening.
Gotta be careful going downhill. I see guys speeding and having to like hit their brakes because they almost rear-end a vehicle.
It would be funny. Adriano's not playing today, unfortunately.
Position now.
He played 1 or 2 rounds, took his title and claim to fame, and knows he doesn't have to come and defend it. Charlie 2 might, yeah, I think they're going to try to get around this force. Maybe they spotted them dismounting, and you have Gamma 1 to one of the PKT. Nope, that's the...
It's actually the
PTR-80 firing.
Yep, at the helo.
Engine's okay on the helo, though. Minimal damage, if any.
Yep, Charlie 2's coming around.
So who do we have in the back line?
I don't know. They have one element of Charlie 2 actually, like, up on a hill, and the other element of Charlie 2 is driving in the gas.
Pierce is alone back here. What do you think? He'd be able to snipe ground command?
Oh, yeah, for sure. In fact, it's looking
Yep.
like it's gonna happen. No, they pulled off.
I think the helicopter spooked them.
Shout out to Hilo, just saved your ground command.
So we have Charlie 2, the rest of them. It's 4IB. They're on this ridge here. They have to be spotting Blue 4 coming up at this point.
Yep.
Thought I saw Foika spot something, but he's now crawling back, so I would assume, yes, he did indeed spot. And now they're being shot at by Delta 1 for Blue 4, and Bravo 1 also engaged, but Bravo 1 Schneider there gets knocked out. Rudd getting knocked out for Op 4.
Oh yeah, they're caught in a bad position.
Yeah, Eason already popping smoke and trying to get his guys out.
Yep.
Gaz pulled back on the rear line. It needs to start pushing up again. I think the good thing here, though, is Op4 is not taking any KIA. We just saw Rudd get knocked out again. Morgan trying to double tap. But if Op4 can get out of here with very limited or no casualties and just slow Blue 4 down, that'll really help him out. Rudd waking back up, getting caught in a rock here. Has to, still caught in that rock, and goes down, unfortunately.
That's the medic, too.
Ooh, very unfortunate indeed.
Golf is pulled up to provide support.
The BTR or for Blue 4?
BTR.
Yeah, it's on an elevated position, though. It might not have the proper defilade to engage targets down the hill.
Hopefully someone gets Schneider up.
That guy's on the back line of the convoy. Could come up and hit. We also have X-Ray on the side for Op4 coming around towards the west. BTR's now pulling back those forces.
Schneider has, like, blood just gushing out of him.
Ew. Ooh, Platoon 1 HQ's Humvee is spotted by the Gaz. You think the Gaz will drive up?
Oh, yeah, come on. Do it. He's alone.
I think they're waiting. Yep.
You think you can make that shot from there?
He's gonna try it. What's he doing? I think I'm gonna go up and just hit it in the ass. Like, literally go up, take the shot, and then immediately take a left turn.
Yep. Here they go.
Yep. Dukes of Hazzard style.
Ooh, it's swerving. Oh, it's moving away.
It's not fast, though.
You can't even hear it over the engine.
Start dismounting so we can get a solid shot. Where's the shot? He didn't have ammo in the launcher! Goober. He still doesn't have ammo in the launcher!
Shoot it! Oh my god.
Oh my... What are you loading in that launcher, sir? Does he not have ammo?
Does he not know how to prime it or something? Is that what it needs?
No, you don't need to prime that thing.
What is going on?
Well, they just lost their operation.
Jesus, what happened?
What did you do? What was the disconnect there?
I don't know. What happened? Anyway, we got contact over.
Yeah, Blue 4 is starting to make their push on the right objective. The other half of Blue 4's attack is starting to move up to where Charlie 2 pulled back from. Let's cover the eastern attack here.
Yep,
it's
Delta 2's coming up the coast.
Yep, Scandi Recon pushing here. They've got TSA, UPSC, and some sort of Milsim force on their rear based off of the names. And they're trying to push back some of Op4's defensive line here. Drake just took a shot. I'm going to keep an eye on Op4 Charlie, too. With that gas, they could hit some of these armed Vics from the rear.
Man, I don't know what happened there. That was kind of...
That was funny.
Awkward. Man,
You ever want to see a major fail outright?
Locale right now. Ooh.
Yanni getting a great grenade throw. Knocking out Orzini. I think Charlie 2 with the AT weapon, they're trying to get behind the armored Vics and try to do a little bit of recon here.
You see the rubber banding?
Yeah, a little bit. It was only a minor one, though.
Ooh, satchel going off. That was one of Delta.
That was Naf's throwing. He's on 3 kills. Great satchel right there. And the BTR also got hit for Op4. That is down. They're trying to pick him up in a Gaz. Martin trying to take his battle buddy. He's dead. Charlie 2 stuck in an open hill as well. I think they're screwed for the most part, but the remnant of Charlie 2. AT going in the rear here. Way under. I think they were aiming for the M2 transport truck.
Yep.
Blue 4's infantry not turning around to that shot, though. Another shot going in. That's a miss. Over that time. Any reaction by Blue 4? None at all. Nope, no one's turning around to hear that AT round. I think Op4's quickly pulling back, realizing they missed, but not realizing that Blue 4 hasn't really noticed or care to notice.
Yep, there's why it's rubber banding. People are trying to join.
Yeah.
They need to lock the server.
They really do need to lock the server while the rounds are playing. Yep, so there's a bit of rubbering there.
I'm gonna ping SL Dream about that real quick.
Yeah. So we're having some explosive traps go up on Op4's line here. A lot of casualties. Blue 4's going to be able to start getting into this AO. And it's just a lot of forces starting to steamroll this sector. It's ammo cache that they have to destroy. So there's 2 caches, one here and then one all the way over there.
Or maybe not.
The UH-60, oh my god. It's wobbling. It's wobbling pretty hard.
Yeah. Ooh, another rocket going out towards the blown up BTR.
Yep, that was a Maz shot, went way wide. I think they're trying to hit the PKP gas with it, excuse me. I mean, with magnified optics, though, the suppression value for machine gunners goes a little lower because a lot of people are now able to just pick off the machine gunner if he tries. But otherwise, thermite grenades being thrown on the cache building. Vagrant just stepped on a thermite grenade and hurt himself a little bit. AT just went up and destroyed a Gaz that Bedokovic was by. That knocked him out. Oh, the rubber band. Oh my god. The rubber.
Ooh, lots of explosives just went off on the west.
Yeah. On the western side.
Yeah.
Damn.
I don't know why. Maybe it was on a dead man switch and the guy got killed.
Yeah.
In fact, one damaged the garage, was inside the garage and damaged it.
Yeah, so I know the, some mines going off in the center. Legal action, not dying to the mine, but taking a lot of damage, getting crippled. So Dryden still holding by the cache site itself, but not sure if Blue 4 spotted him yet.
Ooh, good grenade launch on Yanni and Infidel and them.
Yeah, I can see the blood by him. Op4 doing their best with their very limited number to hold. They got the 3CB, 4IB guys coming around. One of them taking a hit, though. It was Stark coming in. He actually hit the 1117 from the rear.
Nice.
You can't miss if you're point blank. I mean, you can. We actually saw that one time, but it's unlikely.
We're up on the hill with the gas shooting down into the town.
Tripwire flare just went off. That's funny. Another tripwire flare just went off. So one of the armed gases has come up. It's doing its best to suppress, but taking fire from the town itself. People are trying to pick off the gunner.
Hold up behind it.
Swan trying to get an M72 out to engage it. Yeah, the flares are a little bit late now. Sorry about that.
Blue 4 taking some casualties in this town because they haven't found the cache.
Zymil, look at Op4 Zymil. He just shot the freaking M2 gunner in the back of the head with his PKM.
Nice.
Holy crap, he couldn't even see him. He just made a guess and got him. The driver's now going to freak out because that shot was right behind him. Lot of disconnect going here. Not the actual player disconnects, but players not realizing what's going on. Look at Benda.
Where at?
He unfortunately just got knocked out. He was in the middle of 4 TSB players and wasn't able to land a headshot, probably because of the desync. But we still have Stark and Dryden. Well, now just Stark. Yanni won his 1v1, but both of them took a lot of hits there. And I'm not sure if Blue Force found this cache yet. I don't see any explosives on it.
I don't know. Looks like Infidel died, though.
Yep. And that Gaz got its gunner picked off. Or is he picked off? So the gunner's dead. There's someone in the shotgun seat just chilling, though.
Yep.
I think he's playing dead.
One survivor are all dead.
Yeah, he just got shot to shit. Martin trying to now bail out. Gets a kill, though, because someone was firing behind him. Yeah, so I think Martin got the kill, but he got a bunch of friendlies hitting on him. The Humvee just took a little bit of engine damage because I saw some smoke up here. You got some 4IB guys in this bunker just camping for the moment because they're worried about Blue 4 coming around.
It's over, man. Blue 4's won.
Yeah, okay, so they found the cache, but I mean, looking at the roster here, Op4 has suffered a big chunk of casualties, but so has Blue 4. Honestly, proportional to Op4, I would say.
Yeah, but Blue 4's more together, Op4's all over the place.
Oh, Zivli just got found by Rust and taken out. We could still see X-Ray come around. Op4 does have a few guys all around. Looks like the 4IB guys in the bunker got cleared out by Guy Fieri as he dishes out personal trips to Flavortown with his M4.
With him earlier before the server opened up.
Yeah?
He just ran up and executed me.
Of course he did.
I didn't even have a chance. That guy is scary.
He's giving personal round trips to Flavortown. Oh god, the casualty flying out before it's deaded.
Yep, landing on one of Scandy Recon.
It's okay, he was already dead. But that would be really funny if he was still alive. What took you out? The cache.
Who is that?
Oh, there's another guy with a Z in his name, Zymil. The machine gunner got the kill on the M2 gunner of the truck.
Nice.
We could see one of these Op4 guys get behind and do some really weird plays, definitely.
I don't know whose body that is. I thought it was one of Scandy, but I don't think it is. Oh, So
You know, you might be right, because, I mean, even though we have all of these skulls on Blue 4, that full squad of Echo 2, for example,
oh yeah.
compared to Echo 1, which is the only full squad for Op 4, like, that's scary.
I mean,
Shaltazar getting shot to shit.
Blue 4 did lose a couple good assets. They lost the 1117, the M2.
Yeah.
Oh no, they didn't lose the M2, did they? The M2 truck.
The gunner got picked off, but it was still drivable, so they have that remounted.
Do they still have the SOCOM one? They have the M2 or M240, but I don't know if they have the SOCOM. Yeah, they do. G-Legs and Flux.
Gamma 2.
Yeah,
Nope, that's the 241. G-Legs, you're right, has that one.
They have all of them. Oh, Krav is still alive. Oh no.
Hey, Tin, how are you doing, my man? Thanks for the 34-month resub.
You know that thing?
I hope you keep enjoying the ops. Hope you get a kick out of this scenario, man. Hope everything's going okay. Dude, Shaltazar was getting picked off by guys on the hill, and he finally found them close by and just eliminated one of them. Supido woke back up. Shaltazar, I think, doing a quick reload here. They were just, like, plinking on him. And now he sees Astro there. Gets the kill on Astro. And you got a few Op 4 guys also trying to stop some of the Blue 4 guys pushing around.
Supido is not even looking the right direction. He's out in the open.
Yeah. Oh, dear. Let's see if Shaltazar spots him. So Shaltazar, he's going to do some bandaging as well. But again, if Op 4 can just get a few guys behind Blue 4's line and eliminate them, I'll be really curious to see what X-Ray does. I want to see what Shaltazar does. I want to see what Zimmel does. They could shift the balance of power here.
Whoever these Op 4 guys are, I think these are former Charlie 2, aren't they? Shaltazar, Mistbeer, Broken.
No, I think all of Charlie 2 is dead. They're part of Delta 2.
What is Shaltazar part of?
Delta 2.
Yeah. Okay, so these Delta 2 guys, Broken and all them, they need to do like a fighting retreat. No, he's dead.
I mean, he knocked Panzer out, but
they need to do a fighting retreat back to the last objective.
Yeah.
Like get up on that hill to their west.
Zymel needs to run a one-person ground war, but oh, the Humvee's gonna totally spot him.
Here comes Op 4 X-Ray right on top of him.
Ooh.
Schneider.
Dardis has a shot lined up.
I think he's trying to communicate with his other buddies.
Yep, Uncle Joe also lined up another shot. I think they're trying to decide who gets what target.
Schneider almost seeing Uncle Joe.
Grenade being thrown. Perfect! No, it rolled down the... Oh, it got a kill! There's Koak! Koak hitting a tree.
That is not what you want to happen when you get shot. Schneider...
So I think Dart is going to run up and double tap him.
Schneider is none the wiser.
Schneider's confused. Emzikov ran electronic warfare, so Schneider was none the wiser. Koak being woken up, but Dart is going up here. Oh, but Koak had his binos out and a double tap by Dardis. And Schneider is still very confused. Poor Schneider. Oh, Ems, get the back of the head, Hillary Clinton, buddy.
He's eating dinner. He's like, guys, what are we going to do? Oh.
There it is. Oh. Great job by X-Ray. There isn't going to be enough, though. We see Blue 4 Alpha 2 pushing Misper and DJ there. Killer finding Misper. Killer on 3 kills, by the way. Proving his namesake. And I don't see Zymil moving anytime soon. I think he's just stuck on the maneuvering. M's getting his double tap. But let's see if Blue 4 can keep recreating the magic. But the sheer player volume here is what's really scaring me. I'm going to BRB 1 second.
Sure thing.
I don't think there's going to be an off-point clutch.
No, Op 4 is definitely not clutching this. Yeah, especially with X-Ray and Foxtrot 2 coming around their northern flank. No, you don't get to have your hopes. I crush your hopes before you.
Sorry about that. Alright, anything interesting happen?
No, just crushing your chat streams.
What, of Op4 clutching?
Yeah.
Wait, look at Emzikov with Fonz. They're literally... Ems is busy looking at the chopper and Fonz. How did that happen?
I have no clue.
Ems behind you. Ems look right. Oh god, that's hilarious. Yeah, Platoon 1 came up here with a car, and Op4 X-Ray is just going right past.
How is Supio still alive on this one hill?
Has he not moved?
No. Hey, Dream.
Oh, he walked up to his body and he's like, yes, a PKM, a fine... I'm gonna be honest, I disagree with that. I think you should keep with the Yes, a fine choice.
Hey, Dream, how's it going, man?
And he left some of the bags on the floor. Cute.
Absolutely terrible.
What happened?
I've had PC problems all day, and I just had a terrible round as an infantry person.
Nice.
Excellent. Were you on Op 4 or Blue 4?
Blue 4. I did the old classic armor thing where you forget what firing rate you're on, and I wanted to be on full auto. I was already on full auto, so I peaked, swapped to single shot, and then got domed because I didn't full auto.
Oof.
Ripped.
Op 4 is getting some good pickoffs here. I just saw one guy go down, heard some AT get fired. Oh, that was Op 4 firing AT at the Humvee, but they missed. The 241, the non-SOCOM variant.
Ooh. Look at where Swole and Arakiru are.
Yeah, they could do... they were trying to snipe the Humvee, but missed, unfortunately. But Op 4, Blue 4 dismounted in multiple groups like this. They might do a little bit of defeat and detail on themselves. That could push the balance of power back to Op 4, but it's gonna... Op 4 is gonna have to be on their A game at this point because they're getting encircled.
Here comes the death knell for Op 4, Scanny Recon Delta 2.
Sorry, yeah, one of you, walk me through. Nafs, what happened?
What happened?
What do you mean?
Look at Nafs.
He threw a satchel.
He got 8 kills off a satchel.
No, he got 3 kills off a satchel, but Naps is Naps. He's, he does have 8 kills.
Jesus.
He's, a hardcore King of the Hill player. So...
gamer.
Yeah, Scanny Recon has 12 in total right now.
Yeah, there's a reason why they're called one of the best here.
Nav's just popping the fuck off.
I mean, UPSC combined has about 8 or 9, so... We still have the helicopter flying around just running interference.
You know, I wouldn't be surprised if Nav's actually got more kills with another satchel charge.
Yeah, if he has one more left, he has the smaller blocks, which in my opinion are better as offensive because you just throw them as grenades to clear enemy positions.
Yep. How do you throw satchel charges?
Carefully.
I meant keys.
Oh, by the way, Killer could run up and just det the cache. He still has his AT. So if he plays the objective here...
Oh, he's got to be careful.
Oh my god.
Come on, Killer.
Killer, you need to get in there.
Killer, man. Check the garages.
Yeah, there is a machine gun bunker, but there's a blind spot where that gunner is.
Killer, check the garage doors, man.
No, he's gonna go kill people. He's a killer of players, not a killer of caches.
No. took my job. He's a killer player, man. Oh, he's doing a killer move, man.
Oh, so he checks that one.
Wait, there's a...
He's opening them for cover.
Wait, no, look, there's a charge in the building he's just walked in the corner. By the door.
Amazing.
Oh yeah, there is. Nice.
Killer just
Check the other one, killer. Killer.
No, I think he's gonna check him. Yep.
Yes.
Here we go. GG.
Do it, killer.
Yes.
He threw a satchel. It's GG.
Yes, GG.
GG to objective. All right.
Has done it. And it didn't blow up.
No. What? Use your AT. Or he has another one.
Is it because he threw it, you think?
No, it would have the same explosive property, but he's gonna...
Are you sure about
What?
that? Give me 2 seconds. I will fix this.
What is this bullshit?
Holy shit. Shit.
So Dream, hurry, man.
I don't know who to message for this. I don't know who to message and what to message because Nemesis isn't going to be looking at his fucking... Ah!
What?
Just tell him to say GG. Say GG. It's over.
What?
Something happened. So GG Killer. Killer won the game there. What did you think about that round, Liru?
The cache is sideways, just like my brain.
Liru, what do you think about that game?
Pierce is ramming the cache now.
Yeah, hopefully one of the admins will go and...
Naps has thrown a full satchel.
There it is.
Oh, there it is. Fred put technically demos, but yeah, I agree. It doesn't fucking matter.
Oh, hey, I poked you on TeamSpeak. Read that, by the way.
Okay.
Hey, you guys got
Oh my god.
Oh.
He died so hard he's still standing. There it is. Jesus. If it works, it works.
Alrighty, my mission. I'm gonna go
Yep, have fun.
give the brief, and then I'll be right back.
All right, let's get our spectator slot. Let's go ahead and switch our music, and we'll run a few ads down. Thanks for running that prediction for me. And we will get everything switched over to the next round. We are running a little bit behind because that first round we had to restart it. But otherwise, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you keep enjoying the round, and round 2 will begin shortly. Zargabad. Ooh, Zargabad maps are fun. Let's give him a warm welcome, shall we?
How did you like that round, Liru?
Went pretty well.
Yes.
What was it? 15%. Wow. All right, there we go. So we're gonna probably keep around the 124 player mark. Might get a little less, but I think people are gonna come in and get that all filled in. But overall, that first round was honestly brutal. Susari is really tough to do. because it's a very thin peninsula of a fight. So larger player counts, it's very easy to just, you know, steamroll everything. But otherwise, we'll just have to see how everything goes with the next round. We got 2 funny, nice highlights to work with on the side channel as well.
All right, I'm gonna hop down.
We'll see how things go.
Enjoy.
Right, Dream. Thanks for dropping by. So Maz made this mission. You can see his name up there. So he will give them the rundown, but after that, and we get into the mission, he'll give us the rundown, and we'll see who has the superior side. So I have to ask, how is everyone doing today? Again, Bloodway and I did a lot of furniture shopping today, getting a good budget down. So I after FNF and between FNF rounds, which I'm not sure how much time we'll have, I'll be working on our Pay for Pain that's due tomorrow. And we'll be working on a bunch of custom compositions tonight, taking pre-orders and everything. And I'll show you guys how we're going to build that Impossible Op AO, which will be either, I think, 12:30 tomorrow. So we'll be running it in the morning. I'm going to have the player base secure something silly and furniture related for me. And then we'll do Mike Force later in the night with probably up to 20 players. And then Sunday, we are going to run the next MCO operation. Calc final 8 a.m. TWL, was it like Calc 1, Calc 2, Calc 3, or Calc 4? I think all schools do things the same way, but see how that goes. Calc 2. Calc 2, where I come from, was the weed out class. That class was hell. Honestly, I had to take it twice, but sucks. Securing IKEA furniture, yeah. Probably got a nice lazy boy couch, though. But we'll see. There's something cool I found for my office, though, so we'll see how things go. What's that? I don't know what that means. You can skip the insult about it, though. But again, Bloodwing's the more weeby one. I'm really just minimalistic and stuff. Like, 1 or 2 nice things, and that's it for me. Body pillow room? I'm not really into that stuff. Like, I have friends with, like, figures and body pillows and all that stuff. I never really saw the appeal. Taking Calc 2, being an internet femboy, playing DM for a bunch of shooty boys. Was that a 40K joke with a regular femboy joke? I don't even want to know. Have a room for all the dragons? No, but I have a shower for it. I'm literally just gonna make a stupid small video about it, and we'll talk about the collection. Yes, this is the credit song for Mass Effect 1. I think the legendary version either comes out within a day or 2 or is already out. We'll probably be doing that sometime in July or August after I get situated. It's out? Nice. Well, Larry, I got more important things to worry about right now, man. Oh, okay. Hold up. Hey, Boo. I'm streaming. What's up? Something to sign? Okay. I'll do that right now. No problem. Love you, Boo. Bye. All right. Give me one moment. Review. View document. Okay. Give me 1 second, guys. Appraisal contingency, blah, blah, blah. Appraisal's equal or greater than sales price. The appraisal was equal to the sales price, which was kind of funny. But they don't actually list the price. That's funny. All right, cool. All right. Sorry about that. So, like I said, in the process of buying a house, so we have to, you know, occasionally I might have to stop and quickly look into something, but that, honestly, I think is the last thing I'm going to need to sign other than on the closing day. So, excuse me. Because all we need now is we need to get the appraisal done within 10 days. It's day 9, I think. Actually, it's day 11, but I think we got an extension for it because we showed them that we were doing the process. It's just getting all the paperwork done officially. We got it appraised 2 days ago, and now it's just all the paperwork on the aftermath. But our closing date's June 3rd. And the only thing we need left is proof of insurance for the house so we can get the loan finalized. And yeah, like everything else is ready to go. We had a termite inspection done. We had a walk and talk inspection done. House is in good shape. And I have a really cool room that I'm going to turn into an indoor garden for herbs and stuff. And I'll probably make a video out of that too. I'll probably use like clay pots and planters and stuff because wood prices right now, lumber is expensive. But when lumber prices go down, I'm probably going to build something on the slightly different. So we'll see how things go. Ooh, I don't know how you did that, Shadow, but I probably won't stream it pickled because streaming while trying to hide someone's face is pretty tough because I have to keep a balaclava on the entire time, and that would be a bit of a pain. Yeah, wood is very, very expensive right now. Not logwood, mind you, just like refined lumber and stuff. And the reason for that is just a lot of people building houses right now because there's a demand for people that want to move out of the city. And that's also why housing prices are a little ridiculous right now. Like, this was the 4th house we liked. The 2nd one we put a bid on. The first place we put a bid on and really liked was listed at $440. We bid at $455. Someone bought it for like $509. And it has like 400 less square feet than the place we're moving in, which we got at $501 because it was listed at $470. The second place that we really liked listed at $499. That went for $560. And the third place, which was listed at like, I think $440 or $450. We don't know what the price was yet because it was, we saw that one like a week prior or 2 weeks prior to buying it. So it's still under contract. So we don't know what it was bought for. But ours, we bought 31K over listing, which when you look at the market and everything that was bought is actually on the lower end. Still over, don't get me wrong. But, I mean, that's just the market. You know, 500 was our budget, though. And it's really spacious. But it also has a few weird features about it, which is why we think other people didn't go for it. But it's perfect for us. So that should be nice. Anyway, there is the round real quick. I am going...
Alrighty.
All right, Maz, give us the breakdown.
Sure, let's head over to Blue 4.
All right, let me quickly change my
Blue
music
4
here from my intro song.
NATO weapons, Desert Marpat.
All right.
So, U.S. Marines.
Starting in the military base. Nice.
Yep. Looks like... Yep, that's pretty much it. Mark 11, Carl Gustav, all that cool stuff. They have, for the helicopter, a UH-1Y. I loaded the ammo on it, so they can't just sit up in the air and use all of it.
All right.
So hopefully we should see
134s on the sides.
Tactical use for the helicopter and not just, ammo dumping into objectives.
But ammo dumping's fun.
I know, but I don't like it.
Ah, stingy.
All right. 2 up-armored transport trucks, 4 unarmored transport trucks, a transport Humvee that I believe is it armored? Yes, it is. So that should be able to take some stuff, take a beating. 3 M2 Humvees with the canopies, the overhead protection. They're up-armored. They're all good. And a U.S. Marine MRAP. I can't remember the designation.
It's one of the many from RHS.
Yeah, some kind of numbers and letter designation. That's pretty much it for the U.S. Marines. Any questions?
No, I mean, it looks good.
Thank you. All right, heading over to Independent at the airfield. These guys are one of our Independent uniforms. It's the, I believe, M10 digital desert camo. It looks kind of weird, like snow camo, but it's actually meant for desert. Must be like Kuwait or like Saudi Arabian camo or something. where the sands are more white. But they have our new independent loadout, which is where you're going to be seeing from now on for vanilla FNF, AKMNs. I don't know the stick. That might be the same stick. It might be a...
that is an RPG, yeah, 28, 32, whatever. It's not 32, 26, that's it, yep.
Yep.
The single shot copycat.
It is the same one as the Out 4 one.
Yeah.
And then they have a RPG 7, if they took it, which I'm not...
For Charlie 2?
Yeah, it should be. Let me see where
I'd be really surprised if they didn't take Charlie 2. Jib
like
Style, Green, and Bacon are on Charlie 2, but they... Weird. For 3 Humvees? I would think they would, but
yeah.
I guess not.
I don't know. That's kind of strange. Anyway, they got a BTR 70, Desert Camo. They have 6 pickup trucks, Desert Camo, and 2 M2 statics with no RIS scopes on them. Just the shields.
But you gave them the shields, which is nice.
Yep. The objectives. Sector 1 is the hangars at the airfield they spawned at.
Makes
Pretty
sense.
much, that's it.
Hide a man in the cargo crates. Easy.
Actually, I made it so you can't open them.
Oh. Meanie.
Yeah. I didn't want it to be like a maze in there and then abuse that or something. Sector 2 is a custom
the defense
military
game.
base. So I don't know if you remember, but last week I told you I was working on some FNF compositions. This is one of the many ones I have built.
Nice.
So when I release it, when I have time, I don't know when I'll be able to do it, but I plan on getting some other mission makers to give me their compositions that they make. And if I approve of them and I think they're usable, I'll add them to my compositions, and then I'll post them up on Steam. So if any of your fans or anything want to use them,
I'll certainly nab some of those for use for later on.
Sure. So this one, pretty straightforward, just a big square. I was kind of inspired by, if you ever watched Starship Troopers.
Yep.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was inspired by. So you got 2 watchtowers, opposite ends of each other, a little shooting range, a bunker of some sort. I can't remember what the actual name is.
Sorry, I thought Don was handling it.
But it's for like ammo caches and stuff. And a nice little checkpoint at the front. Then, to Sector 3. This is one of my greatest templates I've made. I replaced the mosque with my custom template composition mosque.
Ooh, you added trees.
Yep. It's a little bit of a maze inside, but I think it's pretty good. There are there's 2 entrances, one to the north and one to the south. There then is 2 scaffolding to the east and northeast. So, you know, the attackers can use that to get up on top of the mosque. So that's it for the objectives. What do you think of them?
No, honestly, I love the custom comp work.
Thanks, man.
I don't really see that a lot in Arma these days, so to, you know, see that level of detail put in a mission, it means a lot. I really do like that.
Thank you, man. One other thing I almost forgot. In the middle of the town of Zargabad, between Sector 2 and Sector 3, I put down another one of my custom compositions. This one's a smaller one. It is a bunker with hedgehogs around it.
Nice.
Those are hedgehogs, right?
Dragon's teeth.
Dragon's teeth, thank you.
Hedgehogs are like 4 or 5 metal bars put together to make like a congealed blob thingy.
So that's pretty much the AO for tonight.
Righto, Don. Thanks for everything. Have a good one, man.
I will be interested to see what Independent specifically does with these sectors. Because I had a talk with some of the staff, and originally the middle area that you see, the middle bunker, that was Sector 2, but they didn't like that for 2 reasons. One reason I didn't even think about. The road, so I don't know if you know, but the engineers aren't allowed to build on the roads, like literally impossible. It restricts them. So that one would be a little bit limited. And so they told me to make another one, or at least move it and put in the buildings and shit. I decided against that instead, just to use my military composition.
Honestly, I think they should at least take the the Sector 3, the custom mosque, because that can be bottlenecked in 2 areas. It gets really CQB-esque very quickly. You can put machine gunners on the corners and really hold this one off. I think to not take that would be a definite waste.
Oh, yeah,
but
sure. I definitely agree.
I think the large military base you also have would be a good one, but only if they have the numbers to do it. So I would assume like a strong arm, weak arm defense of having a strong defense at Sector 2 and then a weak defense at Sector 3. But that does limit your ability to counterattack. However, with the enemy having a lot of mobile M2 platforms in the form of 3 M2 Humvees and the Venom with the... do you know how many rounds are in each machine? 134 on the side?
Ooh, so I set it to 38% ammunition. I think it has...
It's going to be about 800 to 1,000 then. No, a little less. About 800, 750 to 800. Because I think it's 2,000 rounds on each side, but it's a good chunk of ammo either way, so, you know, really good for hammering down defensive objectives. I probably wouldn't hold the, you know, Sector 1 just because that airfield is huge. Maybe a small internal defense, or maybe try to hide someone there, or have a defensive position like outside of the hangars to watch anyone coming in, but...
Yeah, I forgot to mention, they also have... So, the new template, we used to have 80 as our average for build points. But the new template has boosted it up to 100.
Nice.
So, they have full 100 build points, so they could build a pretty cool fob wherever they wanted. But we'll have to see.
Yeah, if I was defending, I'd probably just stick to Sector 2 and Sector 3. Sector 1, it's just too much room. Too many areas, and the fact that Blue 4 has all of those Humvees and all of those up-armored vehicles, especially since Green 4 didn't take their MAT team weapon, it means they're going to play this one really, really defensively.
Yeah. I'm really...
Oh, hold up. G-Legs spawned in. He is now the MAT team gunner with an RPG-7.
Okay, so they must
I knew someone was going to come up and take it, because freaking fighting 3 M2 Humvees and a Venom, you'd be crazy not to take the medium anti-tank weapon. But I'll be really curious to see where they put those M2 statics. It looks like someone's going to dismount to potentially take one, load it in that Vic. I think those M2s in Sector 3 on those outlying areas would be devastating for, like, keyhole cover. Because there are certain areas where that scaffolding, if you get up to the roofing here, you cannot... like, there's certain areas where if you look over, you can't shoot people unless you expose yourself in the open. And then by then, there's probably a lot of places where you can just get picked off outright. So, especially with people like where Valenti is, from those towers, you can just pick off anyone that's going to come up those areas from the scaffolding or the actual entrances themselves on the sides of the main 2 entrances up to the 2nd story. So,
yeah. So T5 Bay is actually an engineer. Have you ever seen him as an engineer?
T5 Bay as an engineer, he's cooking up something with those explosives then. Definitely.
Spooky engineer boy. That's actually a really scary combination.
Yeah. With a 7.62 rifle. And he's probably going to base CQB. That is honestly a terrifying prospect. And they're all allowed to still take magnified optics, right?
No, not for this mission.
Gotcha. I could have sworn I saw some SU-230 scopes on Blue 4. Let me just quickly recheck.
Unless they enabled them.
Nah, I'm seeing everyone with ×1 magnifications. Might have been like a quick glitch out or something. Neat.
It fills me with joy to see people like looking at my compositions and all.
Green 4 X-Ray, I think, is going to push up to the mansion area, the villa, excuse me.
Oh, yeah.
And probably just scout from there, yeah.
It is a great location on Zargabad.
And then Green 4, it looks like they're also going to have a garrison next to Sector 2 to the northwest in the construction complex, which is a classic spot you normally see done. And Green 4 might leave a few guys on the airfield to at least scout out where Blue 4 is coming in, because I think if Green 4 finds where Blue 4's main group is going to come in from, they could potentially send forces to attack the flanks as that group comes in and try to cut some Blue 4 groups off and circle and eliminate. But with how many, with the fact there's 3 objectives down for Green 4 to potentially defend, and the number advantage on Blue 4's side, meaning Blue 4 has another like 15, 18 guys, it's going to be tough for Green 4 to have the manpower to not only defend the sectors outright, but also do those counterattacks.
Yeah.
So we are seeing Green 4 putting some forces on the northern edge of their fortifications as well. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw some more explosive traps used at like entryways to the bases or just, I guess, in the area here. I'll be curious if Green 4 tries to find like a hiding spot in one of these AOs just to put a guy down and waste time, because Sector 2, behind the shooting range, there's a little pocket there.
Yep.
I could see a guy hiding right next to the building in that little HESCO pocket.
Yep, I see exactly what you're talking about.
Little mini game of hide and go seek.
Yeah, because, I mean, all the buildings are enterable. You could also hide in there. Or the porta potties.
Yeah. Could hide in a freaking porta potty. I would not mind doing that. Knowing I am shit at PvP, just go hide in a fucking porta potty.
Actually, I might have disabled a simulation on him. I'm not sure.
Ha!
I can't remember. I honestly can't. We'll
That would
see.
be
If
funny.
someone gets in him, we'll see.
All right, 1 minute remaining. Let's look at Blue 4 here. They're potentially going to follow the outer riverbed to the east and probably attack the AO entirely from the east, which means X-Ray is going to be able to spot this coming. So we'll see what Green 4 is able to do to counter. And the Venom isn't taking any infantry, it just has a pilot and a gunner. All right. Has anyone ever rigged one of their own Vics to explode? No, I don't think I've actually seen that yet. I'm not even sure if that's allowed technically, because they do have rules against vehicle ramming. But I'm not sure about car bombs. That'd be pretty cool, though. So we have Charlie 2 over Sector 1 for Green 4. I both agree and disagree with this at the same time. I think... Oh, so Jib's shooting out some windows so he can see out of stuff, but I can understand why they'd put Charlie 2 here, because this is all open area, so a vehicle rush would be likely, and that way the RPG can immediately boop it, especially since I believe that RPG does not have a scope. I don't see one on it.
The RPG-7 does have a scope.
It does have a scope? Okay.
Yeah, it does.
It's hard to tell on his back,
Unless
so he
removed it.
Yeah. So that would help him aim it, but, you know, at the same time, if Blue 4 is being really strong with those Humvees in the center of town, the RPG would be better to take those Humvees out, but I think they'd just leave it to the light anti-tank weapons in the town itself at that point.
Yep, and you were exactly right. They're taking the riverbed.
Yep, they have X-Ray scouting. They drove direct south to get ahead. And Green 4 X-Ray trying to get on the side hill here. Very exposed up here, though.
But they will be able to hide if they get in cover quick enough.
That dirt trail.
Blue 4 X-Ray is looking. Nope, they just crested.
Yeah, I think they're going to be tunnel vision to the front instead of looking on the side hills. But that entire convoy coming in, I don't think Green 4 is going to have room to call this convoy out, though, unless they dismount and see it right now. All right, I'm going to get in Vargren's first-person POV here. He's getting binos out. He's starting to look up the riverbed, and he stops short. Come on, look a little more left, buddy.
They might catch Echo, too.
Yeah, they're going to catch it. He just saw Echo, too. He immediately goes prone. He's going to see Delta dismounted then as well. All right, so he spotted Echo 2. I think he also saw Command. I think he sees the infantry of Delta 2 dismounting. So now he's going to ride up this hill and check. I hear that Venom gunship firing as well.
Yeah, they're shooting the military base.
So I think Green Force now going to see that entire dismount.
The guys at the military base are taking cover inside the bunker.
Ha! I mean, it's a good spot. All right.
Man, Blue Force has done a good job getting in position.
Yep.
X-ray coming around from the south. Driving right past second in command in the minaret tower, but he's not looking as he's going down the stairs.
So Blue 4 is just going to do a large attack from the east. I think X-ray is now on the southern... Nope, it's... Oh, I think 4IB is X-ray. So it looks like they blocked off the southern entrance. They're leaving the northern entrance open, though.
I warned them not to do that. I don't know if the rule is infantry only, but we'll see.
Let's hope it's okay. They got a floating sandbag on the right, though. It's pretty funny. Wait, so what'll happen?
If it is infantry only, they're fine. But if it's not infantry only and it's supposed to be available for vehicles, then, you know, someone's gonna get in trouble.
Oh, dear.
It's a naughty thing. I even warned them in brief.
All right, now it's just a matter of can Blue 4 systematically take these objectives? They are a little spread out right now across about 1 kilometer in size, but I could see them enveloping and taking the sectors one by one. It's just, will Green 4 be able to counterattack and get enough kills to take out Blue 4's number advantage?
Yep.
Also, Grave, welcome.
You got a lot of guys spread out to the north.
Sorry, just making sure the signature went through for that one document that I had to sign in between this round and the previous round. Ah! House bind. Pain in the butt.
Man, look at Sholin inside the minaret. Or not inside the minaret, the mosque.
And the tower?
No, he's bottom floor of the mosque. You see where he's looking at?
A nasty angle, and he also has his GL sight out.
Blue Force stagnating a little bit. I'm assuming they're getting recon data.
It's Bravo and Echo being held in reserve, but Delta and Charlie are being pushed in aggressively.
Yep, and Blue 4 X-ray is shooting GLs at... Ooh, nice! Got Snow Owl. To the south of the mosque.
Yep. Blue 4 strategy is a little worrisome, though. With this stagnation, they need to be pushing everyone evenly, because otherwise it's not going to put as much pressure on Green 4 as Blue 4 would like.
Yep, BTR Golf Green 4 coming around to Blue 4 command.
Legal Action catching Jonathan to the north on his own and taking him out. The M2's firing at Spooky and Dwight. I think they started the shots though first.
Dryden pushing up from Blue 4 X-Ray. In fact, who's that over there? Permente or Parmenti. Going up near Coac.
AT was fired up close by Solas's M2 Humvee. It was a miss though. We're starting to see Blue 4 trickle in more forces from the riverbed. And they're slowly starting to get this concave in. Look at Paramite's position for Blue 4, though. He has infiltrated all the way up here. He might look for some pickoff kills in those two towers. Bannister working on Snowy Owl here. Nope, he's working on himself. Pierce was also picked off in that same building. I don't know who got him. But I would assume members of 4IB X-Ray. Stark is on a kill. And it looks like Dryden just tried breaching that building, but he was taken out by Bannister.
Yep.
All right, so Green 4 has X-Ray remounted. They're heading up to the Villa. The BTR coming from the north might catch some of these Blue 4 guys out of position, and there is a big chunk of them here. Green 4, if they look south with that BTR 70, they would be able to spot them, but they're too busy focused on the Villa. Oh, if only they looked left. So I think X-Ray got tunnel vision for Green 4 on the Villa. They didn't actually check the south, because otherwise that would have been relayed to the BTR. So Green 4 does not have as good of information recon that I thought they would.
Yeah, but Blue 4 command is getting fucking pincered right now.
There is a lot going on here. Yep, so Blue 4, they've mounted up the last of their troops. They're now heading in via truck, and you're starting to see a really nasty concave happen.
Ooh, man, Blue 4 command is not in a good position.
T5 base position scaring me. He had a battle buddy with him, but I think he was taken out. Blue 4 is breaching. Just heard a mine go off by where Blue 4 is coming in with Scandi Recon.
Yep, that's Ash. Looks like he got hit.
T5 Bay really likes, I've always seen him hiding in that corner because he knows he'll be safe there because no one ever goes out and checks. He's fighting UPSC, some of the best here. Green 4's hold on this sector is really scaring me. It is not enough to hold that one area. Blue 4 could easily overwhelm it.
Look at Blue 4 command.
They're getting pushed by X-Ray.
There goes command. Ooh, real laggy all of a sudden.
Yeah. What do you think caused it?
I don't know.
That has to be ISP based or something for the server, because there was nothing going on with the server up to that point.
No.
Weird.
That was looking real bad. Yeah, I think it's over.
That has to be ISP based. Because there's nothing happened. You know, there was nothing exploded. It was literally one guy getting killed in a disconnect. So I'm thinking it was just ISP. There's no other reason.
Yeah, it doesn't help that they kept letting people join. They haven't locked the server down.
Yeah.
Dart is landing the helicopter next to Cheese.
Yeah. Now I'm starting to see people getting stuck in position. It's over.
Yep, it is.
There's the yellow.
That's disappointing.
So either something memory... No, if it was a memory leak, it would have been instantaneous.
Yeah, there's a yellow chain.
It's recovering, though. So if it was a memory leak, there would be no recovery like this. It would crawl to a stop and then end immediately. There it is, so everyone just got kicked off for it, but that was a manual plug. So I think it's just their ISP for their server just sucking.
Oh yeah, ping 403.
Yeah.
Oof. That stinks.
What a shame.
Yeah.
All right. 1 second. Let me cancel the prediction.
Hopefully they'll have it fixed by NA.
What a shame. They've been 0 for 2 tonight. Yep. I am probably going to head off for now. I'll be back for NA.
All right, man. See ya.
See ya. All right, guys, so here's the deal. I'm going to take a 30-minute break. I'm going to come back, spend 2 hours developing pay-for-pain stuff, and then we will slide right into the NA branch. So I just want to make sure all the contract stuff has gone through. So thank you so much for watching. Go operate operationally. Hopefully I'll see you in a little bit for some of our pay-for-pain development for tomorrow's mission. Otherwise, cheers, guys. Have a good one. Go operate operationally. Enjoy your Saturday.